The title of my article is "A Specific Deviant Behavior in Pedophiles." It can be found in the Sociological Research Journal, Volume 52, which was published in July of 2013. The authors for this article are A.P. Diachenko and E.I. Simple. The hypothesis of the article is the kind of behavior that pedophiles have are formed over a long period of time and are also formed because of traumatizing factors happening early on, such as being sexually abused themselves. The independent variable is childhood abuse, and then the dependent variable is whether or not they become pedophiles in the future. The research method that was used was a survey taken by people that were in jail or in custody for pedophilia-based crimes. From this study, a lot was discovered. The victims of sexual offenses were 75% girls and 25% boys, and the offenders were put into 3 different categories. Those committed the crimes that were within the family, like stepfathers and fathers, the people who know the child, like uncles or family friends, and the last group is the people that the child doesn't know. In cases of in-home abuse, fathers were 42% and the other 58% came from stepfathers, grandfathers, and older brothers of the victim. Acts of pedophilia start when the child is in preschool, usually, and continue for 6 to 8 years after that. 63% of the people that were in jail for sex-based crimes were from 20 to 29 years old, because at that time in life, people still want their sexual needs to be met, and if they can't do so by obtaining a family or a partner, maybe because they have no job or a slight mental disability, they will be willing to go find other younger sources. If the pedophile has no job, it makes hunting a lot easier because during the day the parents are gone from the house. So it makes conditions favorable. The most criminal pedophiles had a low education level, and at the time they committed the crime, 62.5% were not employed. Young children are also convenient because they don't understand the acts that are being done to them. So overall, the observations matched up with what the sociologists thought they would be, which was a majority of the perpetrators were abused themselves when they were young, so to satisfy their sexual urges they have now, they will do what happened to them when they were young. I don't think that there were any ethics to be concerned of because all of the surveys were anonymous and no names were mentioned. The researchers never put themselves into harm's way. I think the most interesting thing to a social or behavioral scientist would be that would be the people's motives behind their actions and the amount of fathers that committed the crimes. And a different research method that could have been used could have been, they could have asked the criminals face-to-face instead of doing just like a survey. And I think this article is very relevant because it would inform parents of what to look out for in suspicious people around their children. All right, and